Very nice, very nice.
I have few questions, Guruji.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
See, being a musician also makes you go crazy and think crazy. I always have this thought. I've been wanting to ask so many people, but I think you're the best person to ask. When you look at all the gods, all the gods we have in Hinduism have weapons, but only Lord Krishna has flute. I think he's the only musician God. Why is that, and what is the significance? I just wanted a curious question. Pardon my ignorance one more time.
No, see, Lord Shiva as Dakshinamurti had Veena. Veena in his hand. Saraswati had Veena. And then Nandi has Mridangam. So almost all Narada has Tambura. Music and divinity.
Yeah, my question is all the gods which took avatar.
Among the avatars. Okay.
Yes, and the only god who had a musical instrument that we are proud to be musicians and also instrumentalists. So I was curious, what is the reason Lord Krishna always had a flute? In all the pictures, whatever we see, it's always flute. So what is the significance? That's a humble question.
Well, Krishna is a symbol of bliss. The word Krishna itself means that which attracts. Akarsheti iti Krishna. One who attracts. And he has flute in his hand. His flute is a symbol of being hollow and empty. If inside you are hollow and empty, you express bliss. That is what it is.
Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you for this wonderful answer. I know it's kind of ignorant question, but it was in me for a very long time. Thank you for answering it. So, any ragam which you are favorite I love to play?
Yeah, you can play Sunada Vinodini. It's one of the rare ragas. Yeah, play. Sunada Vinodini, that raga which is beautiful to hear and also creates fun in you. Blissful fun could be the way of that, could be one of the translations for Sunada. The knowledge which Vinodini. Vinoda means, bliss, fun, joy.
Thank you.
That creates
Thank you. I think joy. We need more time, not half an hour or 1 hour is not enough to get knowledge from you. We need more time, Guruji. Amazing revelation for us to know about this ragam. In fact, we were just playing this ragam, but I didn't know too much about this till you explained. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'll play with you.
Yeah,
and I'll play Devadi Deva Kriti and Sunada Vinodini.
Yeah, Sunada Vinodini.
Can I play little Tanam and then Kriti?
Yeah, go ahead. देवादिदेव श्रीवासुदेव देवादिदेव. You can play that. Very nice.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Again, pardon my ignorance. See, there's a lot of ragas on Lord Bhairava. Like there's Bhairavi, Sindhu Bhairavi, Chalaka Bhairavi. I always, what is the similarities or significance between Shiva and Bhairava? There are a lot of ragas on Bhairava. Bhairavi and Bhairava.
Yeah. Shiva is Shant, the quiet aspect of consciousness. Shivam Shantam Advaitam Chaturtam Manyante Sa Atma Savidya. Shiva is the fourth quiet state, meditative state. Bhairava is active state. Bhairava is the dynamism in the silence. That is Bhairava. Actually, Bhairava and Shiva are not too different. But it is just when Shiva starts dancing, it's Bhairava. Then Tandava comes, And when Bhairava is giving knowledge, Shiva gives knowledge, it becomes Bhairava. Like that.
Thank you so much, Vijay. Thank you for the answer.
And Bhairava, the Bhairavi, Ananda Bhairavi, all these ragas are there. They are like, they're tickling the consciousness. It's tickling the emotions. They invoke the emotions in you so that you go beyond the emotions to the blissful state.
Wow. Thank you for this wonderful...
you have composed some song also, no? Why don't you sing one of your own song, composition?
Which one? In Bhairavi?
In Bhairavi, you have composed some song, right?
Sindhu Bhairavi, I have one song which is done by Srinivas. It's called The Deep End.
Yeah.
I'll just play a few lines.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. A few minutes of meditation, we'll chant Om, and then we will have few more, if you have more questions, we'll look into it.
Definitely.
These different tunes are called raga. Raga means colors or passions. Consciousness has many colors. Our consciousness have many ragas, many colors. And different colors are different emotions. You can say anger is red, associated with red color. And saffron is associated with sacrifice and valor. Green is associated with sense of abundance. White is associated with peace. So violet is associated with wisdom. So different colors are, and then different tunes. That's why even in the movies and everywhere, when a particular emotion needs to be kindled in you, it cannot happen without a background music. A specific music will come for thrill. You have to create that type of thrill tune, the sound, that it can create thrill. And for sadness, there is a particular tune, Pantuvarali, you sing and people feel sad. For longing, there is a different raga. So these different ragas invoke different emotions, and emotions are nothing but different colors of our own consciousness. Yeah. So through bhava or feelings, when these feelings are invoked, through the feelings you go to that inner space which is beyond feelings, the non-dual aspect of our consciousness, non-dual blissful aspect of consciousness. That is what is meditation. ध्यान में जाने के लिए राग या संगीत का उपयोग करते रहे हैं हमारे पूर्वज सदियों से। ये अलग अलग राग रागिनी इसलिए कहते हैं, ये जैसे रंग है, हमारी चेतना क्या ही रंग है। भाव जितने अलग अलग भाव उठते हैं, सभी भाव चेतना का ही रंग है। और ये सब रंगों में खेलते खेलते और रंगी के पास चले जाते। रंगी कौन है? हमारी आत्मा है। हमारी आत्मा चेतना सारे रंगों के परे है, फिर भी रंगों में ही खेलते हैं। रंग का अर्थ ये भी होता है मंच। ये सब भावनाएं एक मंच बनती है। इस मंच में जो नाचने वाला होता है, रहने वाला होता है, वो हमारी आत्मा है, वो शुद्ध चैतन्य आत्मा। अच्छा, अब आत्मा वगैरह बहुत लगता है कि ये बहुत बड़ा शब्द है भाई, ऊंचा शब्द है। ऐसा नहीं, आप अपने आप को समझो, आप ही हो आत्मा। ठीक है ना? तो ये श्रम साध्य नहीं है, श्रम नहीं करना है, इसके लिए कुछ नहीं करना, विश्राम से ही प्राप्त होगा। प्रेम की प्राप्ति विश्राम में होता है, ज्ञान की प्राप्ति विश्राम में होता है, और योग में जाना हो, मन को खाली करना हो, योग की प्राप्ति भी विश्राम में ही होगा, श्रम से नहीं। तो अभी विश्राम करते हैं, और जीवन में यही चाहिए ना, जीवन में रस कि मांग तो सबको है, रस के बिना जीवन नीरस होता है, और रस की खोज में हम कुछ भी करेंगे वो हम विफल हो जाएंगे। क्यों? हमें रस की प्राप्ति विश्राम में ही मिल सकता है ना। तो you know, everyone is looking for some juice in life, right? You need some thrill, you need some purpose, meaning, essence of life. And this essence of life is available only in deep rest. Knowledge, meditation, and love can all be attained only through rest, not through action, not through activity at all. So now let us rest well, and so meditation can happen, so that love can blossom within us, and there is juice in life, there is that which cannot be expressed through words. That's something that we are looking for in life, dawns in deep rest. No? Not with effort, no effort, okay? So let us sit comfortably, easily, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and let go. Another deep breath in. And we are going to chant Om now. Om. एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए। फिर एक गहरी सांस लीजिए और ओंकार का उच्चारण करते हैं। आंखें बंद कर ले। कीप योर आइज क्लोज्ड। आंखें बंद है फिर भी मन चेहरे के सामने ही है। Though your eyes are closed, your attention is in front of your face. So there are thoughts hovering around. You're planning, and other things come in the mind. What to do, what not to do, all that stuff comes. The mind is still buzzing. आंखें बंद है मगर मन में अभी भी हलचल है, चलन है, हलचल है। Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out and relax your shoulders. फिर एक गहरी सांस लीजिए और सांस छोड़िए और कंधों को ढीला छोड़ दें। जो भी इस वक्त है उसको रहने दें। बेचैनी हो, हलचल हो, कुछ करने की योजनाएं बन रही हो मन में, वो सब को रहने दें ऐसे ही। Whatever is happening this moment, let it be. the restlessness, or there is some planning that is happening in the mind, or any kind of uneasiness or ideas or dreams, let it all be there. Wrap all this up, wrap your restlessness, everything up with your own mind, and take it inside to the center of your head. चेहरे के सामने से उन सबको बांध करके सिर के बीचों बीच लेके आए। मन को समेट करके सिर के बीचों बीच लेके आए हैं। हमारा ही मन कभी जिद्दी बालक जैसे व्यवहार कर सकता है, अंदर लाना चाहते हैं मगर मन बाहर ही जाना चाह रहा है। Your mind may behave like a rebellious pet or a rebellious child. You want to bring your mind inward to the center. It wants to go out. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out and relax. Let go and relax. Once again, bring your mind to the center of your head. फिर एक बार मन को शरीर के सिर के बीचों बीच ला रहे हैं। Now observe your breath. As you're turning inward, the rhythm of your breath has started changing. मन को अंतर्मुखी करने की चेष्टा भर से सांस की गति में फर्क आया है, परिवर्तन आया है। अब इसी मन को सिर के पीछे ले जाइएगा। टेक this mind behind your head. Your mind is behind your head like a halo you see in pictures of people meditating. Take your mind to the back of your head and feel a halo of energy right behind you. मन को सिर के पीछे ले जाते हैं। मन एक प्रभा के रूप में आपके सिर के पीछे है। जैसे जैसे हमने मन को शरीर के पीछे ले गए, विश्राम होने लगा है। आंखों को ठंडक पहुंच रही है। Let it be. As you took your attention to the back of the head, your eyes are getting deeper rest. Let go of all your effort. Take your attention all the way to the base of the spine. Take your attention. Let your attention flow like a water from the back of the head to the base of the spine and to your buttocks. अपनी चेतना को पीछे, सिर के पीछे से मूलाधार, रीढ़ की हड्डी जहाँ से शुरू होता है वहाँ तक ले जाइए और अपना आसन जैसे अपनी ध्यान को बिछा दें नीचे। Let go of all your efforts. A consciousness is subtler than the air and water, so it flows, your mind flows. Let it. Do not focus it and hold on to it like an ice cube, hard in any place. Let it flow and rise like water vapors. Let go of all your efforts. मन को एक जगह जम के नहीं रहना है बर्फ जैसे, उसको पिघलने दें, उसको बहने दें, जमीन पे बहने दें। मन जल से भी पतला है, वायु से भी सूक्ष्म है। जो जैसा है वैसे रहने दे, कुछ भी नहीं करना, कोई परिश्रम नहीं करना। ध्यान लगे ना लगे कोई परवाह नहीं, कुछ भी प्रयत्न नहीं करना। सभी संकल्प को छोड़कर विश्राम करें। Let go of all your other intentions and doership and just relax. आप अनंत हो, अनंत से एक हो। यू आर इंफिनिटी, यू आर वन विथ द इंफिनिटी। Let the this I awareness in us go to rest. Let it sleep, let it relax, expand, and dissolve. The stillness is dawning. Wakefulness is coming up. Sense of lightness will prevail. Let go and let things be wherever they are, however they are. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते अपना शरीर और परिषद के प्रति सजग हो जाएं। With a big smile, become aware of your body and surroundings. Notice the difference in the rhythm of your breath. Notice how calm the mind is and how soothing it is for the body. Notice the deep comfort that has dawned on the body. शरीर में जो सुकून अनुभव है उसके प्रति सजग हो जाए। एक और गहरी सांस लीजिए और सांस छोड़ते छोड़ते आंखें खोल सकते हो। It was good, no? 25, 30 minutes.
Such a blissful and divine doing meditation. Yeah.
We have another few minutes. We have few minutes. We started 10 minutes late, so we have few minutes. You can ask.
Okay, okay. Again, this question has been there for a very long time, in fact, from my child. I always have this thing that why Lord Rama and Krishna and also Sky, all three are in blue in color. What was the reason or what is the significance?
Oh, significance of what?
Why Lord Rama, Krishna and also the sky is always blue in color?
Blue. They are depicted as blue.
Yes.
Yeah, they were not blue. Actually, the depiction of blue simply means to say that the spirit is so infinity. The self is like sky. So it's the not the body so prominent. It is the being which was more predominant in the. So to emphasize the predominance of the spirit, of the life, of the Atman, they depicted it in the blue.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Infinity.
So I'd like to play one or two rags of your favorite rags.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anjani asked you, Anjani.
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to play a rag of your favorite rag of Suparanjani.
Yeah.
2 lines of Suparanjani.
Yeah, go ahead. Very nice.
Can I ask one more last question?
Yeah.
We have time for that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, it's just more like your advice and blessings, because life was so busy that like it was super busy for everyone in this world. They were going caretaker, and suddenly everything has come to a stop. Like everybody's locked down and staying at home, and then even now people doesn't have clue what to do. What should we do? Give us some blessings or advice. What should we do at home when we have time for 10 minutes or something like that?
Every day at home, people should do meditation. They do some exercise, yoga and breathing. And they should learn some music. People should compose, try to compose music, learn music, and play drums. The other day we had, with Shivamani, the drums, and he showed how you can take any object in the house and start beating. So you can get into the rhythm instead of fighting with each other. Just make your fingers play on the vessels. It can create a nice sound. So learn something. This is the time to learn. This is the time to read, write, introspect, sit and think. Allow your creative spirit, which is waiting inside you, to come out. When we are so busy, we are not letting the creative spirit to manifest. So this is the time to do all that, and no point in sitting and worrying. Having faith that the God, the divine is with us, and all will be well. With this faith, we must go on. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank God for sending great souls like you to give us hope and confidence.
Lovely, lovely.
I would like to play one more, just few lines from the album Ananta.
Yeah.
I am very blessed to be part of Krishna Govinda.
Yeah.
And then I'll conclude this session. I hope I have time for to play that one.
Sure. Go ahead.
I would like to thank two people in my life, bringing me to you. First time I was there for Krishnastami, and 2017 was my blissful experience. Two people I would like to thank. One is singer Gayatri Ashwakan Purvayanji, and then Siddhant Bhattiaji, because these were the people who brought me to you, Vijay. I'd like to play one line from Ananta album.
Yes. Siddhant Bhatia is very passionate about music. He is a very good singer also. He is a very good singer. Siddharth is a very beautiful soul. He tries to bring everyone together, all the musicians, and yes, passion for music. Yeah, go ahead, play.
Thank you, Rajesh ji, for those beautiful renditions on the mandolin. We're being joined today by close to 1 million people across 140 countries. And a large number of these viewers are online course participants from the online breath and meditation workshops being conducted by Art Living teachers. We have some questions from these participants. Gurudev? Gurudev, how can we know that someone truly loves us?
How do we know whether someone truly loves us? Don't doubt that. The love itself is truth, because everyone is made up of a substance called love. If they don't love you, you should doubt that. That must be due to some stress, must be due to some personal problem. They are steeped in some sort of hallucination or illusion. So their love is not manifesting. Otherwise, love is there in everybody, and don't doubt the existence of love. Got it? Yeah.
Gurudev, you've said that the self is more subtle and powerful than the mind, but then why do we struggle to overpower our mind?
No. See, mind wants some joy. मन का वो दिशा है रस की खोज, है ना? It wants some thrill, some joy. Mind is seeking something. What it seeks is it stays in the opposite direction. So you just accept it, you just move. When you go deep in meditation, you get that. It is like someone says, oh, sleeping is so natural. But someone with an insomnia, if I know sleeping is now, how do I sleep? It's such a problem. But someone else says, what? I can sleep anywhere I want, right? So that little glitch, you are suffering from insomnia, is when you find your mind is a big problem. Then do one thing. Remember, all the desires that is clogging the mind, you bundle and you say, I am throwing all the desires. You will see that very moment you get good rest. You'll find the mind coming to its own source, the self. Yeah.
Gurudev, after doing one of your meditation programs, I came out being in a state of bliss and expansion which lasted a few months. But now it's gone despite me doing my sadhana regularly. How do I get it back?
No, it's not gone. It is there deep inside. Just relax more. The corona has done that to people. What it did, come on, where are you running here and there? Stop getting to your house. So it just put you on a house arrest. In the same way, your mind is going here and there. You say, okay, you go wherever you want, I'm just going to be here. You will see the mind settles down. Don't seek for joy, don't seek for pleasure, even in meditation. That is where we miss it. Oh, I want that experience. You are not going to get it. But if you simply let go, the experience will come.
Gurudev, despite knowing that this entire pandemic started with one person eating an uncooked bat, people are still consuming meat like nothing happened. What will it take for people to change their ways?
Just awareness. More awareness about it, that will make the difference. Done? Okay.